It's here. Doctor Who Series 11. First series starring Jodie Whittaker as the Doctor. The first female incarnation of the Doctor. And, all things considered, I think it's pretty good. I mean, like previous Doctors, David Tennant, Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi, I don't know if I'm fully convinced Jodie is the Doctor yet. Usually for me, it usually takes about 4 or 5 episodes to kind of settle in with them. But I think she shows promise, and I think this could be a great season, or great series. As I say, it does take a little bit of time. It takes about 4 or 5 episodes before I'm going to be fully synced up with them as the Doctor. With David, it was around about The Girl in the Fireplace or Rise of the Cybermen, that roughly around that area. With Matt, it was the end of Flesh and Stone. With Peter, it was Time Heist. Those are the points when I would can be fully synced up with them and go, yeah, this person is the Doctor. For others, it may be sooner. For other people, it might be later. But yeah, I think Jodie's first episode, it's a pretty good one. I mean, the episode is The Woman Who Fell to Earth, which seems appropriate, seeing as the last story ended with the Doctor in her newly regenerated female form being thrown out of the TARDIS and plummeted back to Earth. In this one, she completes her plummet by falling through the roof of a train, which I did question slightly about how come she wasn't either dead or kind of starting to regenerate again after that fall, but I think the best kind of explanation I can give in my head is that similar to how David Tennant had his hand cut off in the Christmas Invasion and then she grew that back, I think that Jodie would probably have had enough kind of residual energy left to kind of heal herself throughout the events of the episode. Anyway, in this one, in The Woman Who Fell to Earth, we're not only introduced to a new version of the Doctor, played by, of course, Jodie Whittaker, we're also introduced to her new companions. Ryan Sinclair, Yasmin Khan, and Graham O'Brien. Yeah, and I think all of them are pretty good. I mean, they also added in kind of another new companion, Grace O'Brien, who was Ryan's grandmother and Graham's wife. Or rather, he was her second husband. Which I think was nice. I mean, since Grace hadn't really appeared up in any of the kind of promotional material, the pictures or anything for the entire series, and she wasn't announced as an official companion, I felt there were 2 ways that they could have gone with it. Either, one, by the end of the episode, she says to her husband, you know what, go with them, go and have an adventure, but be home in time for tea, which would have been a perfectly acceptable solution, or the one that they did eventually go with, which is rather kind of sad to watch, in that, in trying to help the Doctor, someone ends up dead, and I admit, with a new showrunner, Chris Chibnall, they may want to go in a slightly different direction, but it is kind of slightly dark just to see the character that we've grown to love over the last 45 minutes or so suddenly die. And yes, there have been deaths in Doctor Who before, but yeah, it's still a little hard to watch. I mean, it was announced kind of fairly early on that this series wouldn't have any kind of returning monsters or villains from previous series, like no Master, no Cybermen, no Daleks, nothing. And I think the villain of the first episode, Shim Shah, I mean, he's not scary in the way that others were, but still, that thing is kind of pretty creepy. I mean, I was watching it with my family, and kind of when it said, what do you do with the teeth? Why take teeth from your victims? And he went up to remove his mask. One of my family went, oh God. And I went, what, shapeshifter who uses teeth to shapeshift? And he was like, no. And then when Shim Shah removed his mask, you could see the kind of teeth all over him, who used as trophies. I was like, no, this is far more gruesome. But yeah, I also kind of like that the companions this time, they're not from London or kind of Scotland or even Blackpool. This time they're from Sheffield. And you know what? I feel that's about right. I feel we could get some good stuff out of that. I mean, as I said, previous companions have come from places like from various parts of London, Chiswick, technically one from Scotland, although she was living in the fictional town of Ledworth for a long time, and even Clara stated she was from Blackpool, and I'm not sure where Bill came from, but there you go. And so this time we're from Sheffield. I mean, no offence to people from Sheffield, they're perfectly entitled to be companions, and I think it's a pretty good. They have kind of people, usually with the Russell T Davies era of Doctor Who, you'd think Doctor Who and you'd automatically think of London, whereas this time, yeah, it feels good. Also, I kind of liked, with the sonic screwdriver, that the kind of Doctor's now, well, for most of the episode, she was stripped down to her bare minimums. She was in her predecessor's clothing throughout, but then she found she didn't have a sonic screwdriver, and so she thought, well, I haven't got the TARDIS here, I might as well make one, and make one out of Sheffield steel. You know what? It was good to see her kind of build on that, kind of saying, okay, I haven't got a sonic screwdriver, I haven't got the TARDIS, I'm going to have to make one. Yeah, that's pretty good. I also like that the Doctor didn't have the TARDIS throughout the episode. I mean, the TARDIS would have been kind of an easy escape route, a deus ex machina, if you will. And she could have easily used it to kind of deal with some of the situations that they found themselves in against Chimshar. But, yeah, I like the fact that she didn't find it by the end. I also like, that eventually for the next episode she's going to have to go off and find the TARDIS. That's a pretty good way to leave it. I also like with the companions that they introduced kind of imperfections in them. I mean, yeah, we've had somewhat imperfect companions before, but this time it was kind of a good case that Ryan has kind of a kind of disability that he can't ride a bike, and his grandparents were trying to show him how, which I think is a rather nice touch. I also like the kind of little bit of a family and friends connection in that technically, if they keep the companions up for a while, then it would be technically Ryan travelling with his step-grandfather. It's a little odd. They're not connected by blood, but they're still family, and I like the sound of that. And also that he's travelling with also someone who he knew in school, with one of his friends, Yasmin. I think that's a nice touch. Also, with the Doctor's outfit, I made a post about this on social media a while ago that I thought it would either be the Doctor kind of gets her new outfit from the TARDIS wardrobe, or she ends up stealing it. This I feel kind of a little bit of both, in that she goes to a charity shop. Yeah, nothing wrong with going to a charity shop to get your new outfit. Yeah, and I do think it is a good outfit. I know people said that it looks rubbish, or this is going to be dreadful, but I think she looks good in there, and yeah, it's not an overly feminine outfit. I mean, they could have gone wrong so easily by making it overly feminine, but it's something that kind of both genders can wear and still be the Doctor. It's not overly feminine, it's not overly masculine, it's kind of, I think, in the right place in the middle. Anyway, next week, the Ghost Monuments. They travel to a desert. They end up travelling to a desert planet to try and find out where the TARDIS is, and we're going along with them for the ride. Till then, let's get a shift on.